really out here trying to fight any and everybody, bro. No cap. They can't. Nobody beat me. I'm the best in this sport. And I'm trying to show that. Let me show it, Devin.
I'm the guy who beat the best guy in the division. He beat the worst guy in the division. I'm the guy on the pound-for-pound list. So if anybody's an A-side...
Just received its loudest wake-up call yet. Because Keyshawn Davis didn't knock on the door of the elite. He practically kicked it off the hinges and walked straight into the living room shouting one name.
You were smooth, calm. I want Devin Haney. Is there any history that we don't know about?
Which I knew, like, oh, you probably scared him. Oh, you probably got something to her. I don't know what it was. But I never seen Bill show me so much love and Devin didn't. Yes, I want to fight Devin Haney. Yes.
I like the way he kind of...
Devin Haney. And trust me, this is where things get interesting. Because what looked like a simple call-out at first suddenly started feeling like something much bigger. 1 minute, Keyshawn Davis is talking confidently about his future.
We can't say Devin ducking. We can't say Devin ducking.
Okay, y'all can't say it.
Because he's already has a track record of fighting those fights. That's it. He's fighting Ryan, Loma.
Let me bring something down to you.
Linares.
And all respect to you, Devin, because y'all are great businessmen over there. But, bro, they know exactly what they're doing. The reason why they try to go up and get another champion at 54, right? You better choose Xander. You better choose Xander. Like, they know how to pick him, gang. Think about me.
The next minute, he's standing in front of the entire boxing world basically saying, forget the future, give me Devin Haney right now. And the reaction? Absolute chaos. Fans started arguing, analysts started debating. Social media practically turned into a digital boxing ring.
The person to be #1 is Keyshawn Davis, and I would expect the fact that he's #1, there should be an order, I would imagine, in short order, for Keyshawn Davis to be fighting Devin Haney. What a super fight that would be. Two young lions really ready to go at it.
Suddenly, everybody had an opinion, and somehow every opinion sounded louder than the last. But here's the twist nobody saw coming. Keyshawn Davis wasn't talking like a prospect trying to earn respect. He was talking like a man who believes he already owns the throne.
That could get hit.
Do your track record, right? My last 3 opponents never been stopped.
Yeah, you stopped.
Never been dropped. I stopped my last 3 opponents that never hit the deck. I stopped them. Forget hitting the deck. I stopped them. Kyrie could be the next one. My jab is amazing. I sized him up already. He's a little 147 guy. He's not no big.
That's a completely different level of confidence. That's the kind of confidence that either creates legends or creates some very uncomfortable headlines. And according to reports and public interviews, Davis isn't backing down an inch. In fact, if anything, he's turning the volume up.
That love the sport of boxing, maybe even more than me, you know what I'm saying? And for me, clicking with Bo McDim in the first place, I just felt like I needed a team that's superior, so they've been there before, somewhere I haven't gotten yet, you know what I'm saying? So they can direct me to where I got to. So at a certain point, man, it's just like, all right, cool. I learned a lot from these guys, and I also got inspired by these guys by them doing it together, because they wasn't the best team coming into the sport. They grew into that, you know? So I see that, I was like, man, I want to do that for my team, you know what I'm saying?
Because while most fighters carefully navigate the political maze of boxing, Davis appears determined to run directly through the walls. He openly acknowledged the history between himself and Haney's camp, and suddenly fans started connecting dots that had been sitting there for years. Wait a second. Has this rivalry been quietly building the entire time? Was this always the collision course? Because the more people talked, the more the story started growing. Then came what felt like a fake breaking news moment that nobody could ignore. Devin Haney responded. Not a manager, not a spokesperson, not a mysterious source. Devin Haney himself.
Skill level is up to par with his skill level?
I think I'm the best in boxing. These undisputed champions, I'm being compared with these champions. I'm being compared with these superior fighters. People we talk about right now got 10 plus fights more than me. The people we talk about right now went pro at 2016. I went pro in 2021. Like, I skipped the line, I surpassed a lot of people, and thank God that I'm blessed enough that I got the skill and ability to be here right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hot right now. And I'm hot for a real reason, bro. So, yes, I'm the best in boxing, and I'm going to continue to keep showing y'all that.
And just like that, what had been dismissed by some people as another ambitious call-out instantly transformed into a legitimate conversation. The internet basically stopped what it was doing and said, hold on, this might actually happen. And if you thought things were heated before, buckle up. Because Davis didn't stop there, not even close. He started questioning the matchmaking decisions surrounding Haney's career. Not with accusations, not with outrageous claims, but with enough confidence to make everyone pay attention. Davis essentially argued that if he's as good as he believes he is, and if Haney is as great as his supporters say he is, then why not make the fight?
Put me in this position for a real reason. Honestly, from the very beginning, from me changing everything around me and just coming into this fight, I knew I was in this position for a real reason. And just coming into the fight, I knew I was confident. I knew I was going to win in convincing fashion, honestly. And it just showed up that way, honestly. And it's crazy because, like, I was telling my team, like, I always dreamed to have, like, a 12-round last-minute, like, stoppage. Like, I always dreamed of that. You know what I'm saying? So, for my first fight coming back off of this long layoff, man, is...
Why keep talking when the ring is right there? Suddenly, the conversation wasn't about whether Davis deserved attention. The conversation became whether anyone wanted to see him get the opportunity. And that question sparked another storm. Then came another twist. Reports began circulating that Davis had climbed into a powerful position within the rankings picture, with discussions focusing on his standing as a top contender. Now the story wasn't just about social media exchanges anymore.
Any fight doesn't happen. Is that someone you like to fight?
Yeah, for sure. I'd love to fight Devin Haney. Me and Devin had a little controversy back and forth for some years now. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. And you know, Bill and Haney been in my DMs, you know, DM me and stuff like that. So I already knew like what they was coming to the fight for. I'm gonna be real with you. They was coming to fight to watch me, for sure. And since that I won in spectacular fashion, I feel like, you know, let's get it on, let's fight.
Now there were rankings involved, opportunities involved, serious implications involved. Fans started looking at schedules. Analysts started discussing scenarios. Promoters started getting asked uncomfortable questions. You could almost hear the pressure building in real time. And through all of it, Davis remained remarkably consistent. His message never changed. He believes he's the best fighter in boxing, not one of the best.
The worst could already happen already. So when I go into these fights, I feel like, you know, that was the worst that could happen. And pretty much I just go in there with that mindset, and I feel like no one can beat me.
Experience is the best teacher. Before we let you go, Devin, we understand you have a special announcement.
Not eventually. Not someday. Right now. Think about how wild that sounds. This is a fighter with far fewer professional fights than many established champions, yet he's talking like someone who already skipped 3 chapters ahead in the story. And somehow, that's exactly why people can't stop talking about him. Because boxing loves confidence. Until confidence starts sounding believable. That's when things become dangerous.
You know you didn't have to fight this guy that you're fighting right now. You know you could be fighting Devin next, right?
Other way, but listen, you still got an opportunity when you go handle your business right here, because you know me and you in the DM. Correct? And you know you told me that you would look like an opportunity. I believe you.
Not Jermaine, now what we doing?
The same thing that we talked about we were going to do in the DMs before you picked your man.
So 2026, we doing it.
You promise?
Remember, you promise. You the promoter.
Well, I got you. Listen, in the DMs, I got your word on it. All right, just stand on it.
Davis points to his performances. He points to opponents who had previously proven difficult to hurt. He points to stoppages. He points to moments that made people raise their eyebrows. Then he points directly at Devin Haney and essentially says, I see things I can exploit. Now, whether fans agree with that assessment is another conversation entirely, but the fact he's saying it publicly, that's entertainment gold. Because suddenly everyone becomes a detective. Every fight gets
at number 1 in the rankings at welterweight, making him the number 1 challenger for first ballot Hall of Famer, undefeated 3-division champion, former undisputed lightweight, former WBC junior welterweight, and reigning WBO welterweight world champion, superstar boxer who is top 5 pound for pound best fighters in the world.
And watched, every round gets analyzed, every jab gets discussed like it's evidence in some giant boxing mystery. And speaking of jabs, Davis has repeatedly highlighted his own skill set. The jab, the ring IQ, the timing, the athleticism, the confidence. According to Davis, those aren't just strengths, they're potential problems for Haney, big problems. The kind of problems that create 12 rounds of drama, or maybe less. depending on who you ask. And here's where the story takes another unexpected turn.
Because Devin a good boxer. Keyshawn, he boxed and he'll fight you inside. So I think that'll be a great fight, man. I think it'll be a great fight.
Who has the edge now?
I think it all depends on what Keyshawn does. Is he going to box him or he going to walk him down or, you know what I mean? And then what you call him, really, he's like a great boxer, right? He'll box you and move and, you know, he's smart. Keyshawn also that too, but if I were to put my money down on it, I'll put my money on Keyshawn, walking him down. You know what I mean? Even though he like to box though, but I think he'll try to walk.
Instead of portraying himself as a one-man operation, Davis consistently credits his development to the people around him, particularly trainer Brian McIntyre. That's important because while the headlines focus on confidence, the deeper story might actually be about preparation. The public sees the swagger, the team sees the work. And according to Davis, that work has accelerated his development at a speed that many observers didn't expect. Suddenly, the "he hasn't had enough fights" argument starts colliding with the "look how quickly he's improving" argument.
Calvin Davis. Keyshawn.
Yeah. We don't want to fight no losers. I mean, I think we. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to fight no losers. He want to fight only winners to go up. You know, the power that Keyshawn had earlier, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you can get hit with shots and go, oh, shit, I'm gonna get hit. You know what I'm saying? But you might not show it, you know what I mean? So he could have got hit with some hard punches and was like, you know what, I'm gonna rock him, but I'm gonna be very cautious on how I proceed in.
When those two narratives crash into each other, you get controversy, debate, and endless content. Then came another revelation that made fans lean forward. Davis revealed that he and Haney have communicated privately before. Read that again. This isn't a rivalry between strangers. This isn't two random fighters suddenly discovering each other. According to Davis, there has been communication, history, familiarity, which immediately caused fans to wonder what exactly has been brewing beneath the surface all this time. Were they always destined to meet in the ring? Were the seeds planted years ago? Is this rivalry older than most people realize?
I like Keyshawn, man. Obviously, I like his game, and I'm one of the people who really respect Haney, too. So that fight will be a good fight. You know what I mean? I hope they do it. You know what I mean? If they do, him moving up to 47 so fast, I know people got questions about it, but skill set wise, you know what I mean? He's skilled enough to do it, and I think that it would be good for boxing. So I would want to see it if that's what you're asking. But as far as who would win it, I really don't know, man. Like that's a good, compelling fight where style-wise, you know, you got traits on both sides. I think they both got good heart, both got good jabs, good quick reflexes. I think, you know, just natural ability-wise, Keyshawn definitely got the edge with that because Keyshawn made guys who are top athletes.
Nobody seems to agree on the answers, which somehow makes the story even more fascinating. Meanwhile, analysts continue weighing in from every angle imaginable. Some believe Haney's experience would be the deciding factor. Others argue Davis possesses the kind of athletic explosiveness that can change a fight with one adjustment. Some praise Haney's technical brilliance. Others praise Davis's momentum. Some say experience beats confidence. Others say confidence becomes experience eventually. Every opinion seems to create three new opinions. Every debate somehow gets louder. And that's exactly why this potential matchup refuses to disappear. Because unlike many fantasy fights, this one contains genuine uncertainty. Nobody can confidently walk into the conversation and claim they already know the ending. And boxing fans love uncertainty almost as much as they love drama. But here comes the biggest twist of all. What if this entire story isn't actually about Devin Haney versus Keyshawn Davis? What if that's only the surface? Because beneath the call-outs, the rankings, the interviews, and the social media reactions lies a much bigger battle. It's a battle over perception. A battle over who gets to define greatness. Haney represents proven accomplishment. Davis represents fearless ambition. Haney has the resume. Davis has the momentum. Haney has experience. Davis has belief. And sometimes in boxing, the most explosive clash isn't between punches. It's between narratives. One narrative says you earn your place over time. The other says greatness doesn't wait for permission. That's why this story keeps growing. That's why every interview becomes a headline. That's why every comment becomes a debate. Because fans aren't just arguing about a fight anymore, they're arguing about what greatness is supposed to look like. And if the fight actually happens, the winner won't just gain a victory. the winner might control the entire conversation about the future of boxing. So here's the question nobody seems able to answer. Is Keyshawn Davis seeing something everyone else is missing? Or is Devin Haney about to remind the entire sport why reaching the top and staying there are two completely different challenges?